What's up, guys? Welcome back for episode 2 for the second week in a row. Welcome to the Robbie
and Donovan
Friday night party once again. Donovan, what we got going on tonight?
Tonight we got another great episode with some amazing talent coming up. We have special guests, Josh Airhart and Dylan Galvin. And these two have been around for a while. They've taught both of us a lot of stuff, vocally and musically, because you have two phenomenal singers and guitar players. Just amazing. Crazy. So Dylan, one of our guests, he's actually going to come to us from Los Angeles. He moved out there to pursue acting and music for a while, but he's still a Southern Maryland boy, so we got him on the show.
Yeah.
And then the amazing Josh Airhart. Josh has done a couple of videos with Robbie, and seen him play forever. He's so good. He plays at the pub a lot as well, and also out at the Leonardtown Winery. Yeah. So check his schedule for those, because those are some of the best shows to catch in Leonardtown there. So
definitely.
Yep. And once again, this is brought to you by the St. Mary's Arts Council, the Commissioners of Leonardtown, and
Leonardtown Business Association.
Very important on that one as well. So
we appreciate them for having us again. And I guess we're going to go ahead and get this thing started.
Yep.
Do a little real-time redneck jam for you guys.
As soon as boating becomes legal again, hopefully by the time this airs, you can go on a boat again. So.
Yeah. I ain't rich, but damn sure wanna be. Working like a dog all day, working for me. I had a rich uncle that kicked the butt. I'm sitting on a pile like a Warren Buffett. I know everybody says money can't buy happiness. It can buy me a boat. It can buy me a truck to pull. It can buy me a Yeti once and ice down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say. Can't buy everything, maybe so. It can buy me a boat. Call me a redneck, white trash, blue collar. I can change all that if I had a couple $1 million. I keep hearing that money is the root of all evil, and you can't be a king through the eye of the needle. I'm sure that's probably true, but it still sounds pretty cool, cause they can buy me a boat. It can buy me a truck to pull. It can buy me a Yeti 110 ice down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Maybe so. It can buy me a boat to float down on the water with a beer. I hear Powerball lottery sitting on $100 million. That can buy me a brand new riding rib. It can buy me a boat. It can buy me a truck to pull. It can buy me a Yeti 110 ice down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Maybe so. It can buy me a boat. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Maybe so. It can buy me a boat. Yeah, so we're going to go on over to our first guest of the night. Donovan explained both of them, but first of all, we have Josh Airhart, and Josh is a really close buddy of mine. Josh actually taught me how to play this instrument right here. I had no clue how to play, and Josh was very kind enough to take me in under his wing and teach me how to play guitar. And who knows if I didn't learn how to play guitar, where I'd be at, where we'd be at right now. So I'll always have such appreciation for Josh, the type of person he is, everything he's taught me. and his talent as well. It's through the roof. The man can play guitar, he can play drums, he can play piano. I mean, every instrument possible.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, he can sing too. So we're so thankful to have him on here tonight. So, Josh, go ahead and show everybody what you got.
Hey everybody, my name is Josh Airhart. First of all, I want to thank Robbie and Donovan for inviting me on the show. I want to thank the Leonardtown affiliates, everybody involved, for helping to foster creative arts in the community. Southern Maryland truly is a place that loves the arts, and it's a blessing and an honor to be a part of that. I'm going to get started by playing a couple of songs for you and maybe tell you a little bit about myself and what I got going on. And the first song I got for you is called Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and it's by Tears for Fears. When I perform this song in the clip that I have prepared for you, I use this little device right here. It's called a loop pedal, and I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with a loop pedal, but just in case you aren't, you record live and you hit the button, and then it continues to do whatever you just recorded when you hit the button over and over and over again infinitely. And so there's a little bit of preparation that goes into every song, and you're going to see that firsthand in this clip coming up. So hope you enjoy it. I'll see you back here shortly. Oh, hey, welcome back. I didn't see you. My name is Josh Airhart. I hope you appreciated that rendition of Everybody Wants to Rule the World by the band Tears for Fears. I'm going to play one more song before I get out of here, but before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. During this quarantine time, it's been a good time for me to be introspective and to have quality time to self-evaluate, to self-care. Things that when you get all into kind of the craziness in the world, you forget to do. I one of the things that I was doing in my downtime since I had more free time is I said, you know what, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start working on all those songs that I was writing and never finished. And so I pulled a song off the shelf that I wrote about my experiences growing up. My family, we would always have family reunions down in the South, along the Smoky Mountain chain, Blue Ridge Mountain stuff. And it was kind of a tradition that we would meet at this base of this mountain, and we would do these family hikes, and then after the hikes we'd go back to these cabins and roast marshmallows. And anyways, I just have very fond memories of me and all the cousins hanging out all these years ago. And my grandfather, being the patriarch of the family, kind of ushered us all into that kind of realm, that world, because he was an old mountain man and he kind of grew up in that lifestyle. And so when my grandfather passed away, I started writing this song, but I felt like I needed more time and kind of distance between the experience and the writing process. So I shelved the song and then didn't pick it up again. When all of the COVID stuff happened, I started going back to old songs that I haven't touched in a while, and I looked at this one, and it was, to me, remarkable how the themes of the song were tying in so closely with what I had originally started to make the song about. And so I put pen to paper, and I started working on the song, and really happy with the way it turned out. And to me, it's a song about just being reflective and thinking about, to me, the song is about thinking about what's really important. So anyways, I hope you appreciate it. It's an original tune. If you enjoy my stuff, you can find me at joshairhart.com on Instagram and on Facebook. And once again, big thanks to Robbie and Donovan and all the people involved in putting this together. Thank you to our first responders. Thank you to our medical personnel and all the people that are out there on the front lines fighting the good fight. We appreciate you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. As a child in the woods, just Grandpa and me. He speaks of a mountainside trail asleep by the trees. He tells stories of awakening from under a dream. Oh, we'll conquer the incline and then feel the breeze. Over Appalachia, over Appalachia, I'm still there somewhere, waiting to be found, undiscovered, like trails on the ground. The passage I've chosen, the wandering wide through a wilderness of a different design. Remember the saw me like a compass that's true, and navigate a way to get through. Over
found undiscovered, like trails on the ground. The fire in the mountain signals a change. The skies above turning gray, we feel the rain. The trails washing out, and with it our will. Together we descend down the hill.
Wow, thank you, Josh. That was super, super awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, another story, Robbie talked about it a little bit, about him teaching guitar. Whenever I get asked about guitar lessons, who to recommend, it's always him. I always send everybody to Josh because he's such a well-rounded musician, and in addition to just being able to play, he knows the theory, he works with kids really well. So if you need guitar lessons or you're looking to give some, hit Josh up because he's great at it.
Please do. Yeah.
Everyone I recommended to him has always been like, oh my goodness, Josh was so great. So, and he teaches other things too. So, awesome job, Josh.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
So next one, we're going to do an original that also came out a couple years ago. Came out as actually the title track of the EP that came out, Blindfold. The song's always a fun one to play live. Got some good feedback from it. It's kind of an interesting song with the meaning of it. Seeing somebody who you would picture yourself being with when there was somebody else, and you don't feel they should be with that person. That's where the whole blindfold part of the song came from.
Ladies, keep your standards high. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying.
So this song is called Blindfold. We hope you guys enjoy it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thoughts running through my head of what we could be. And I know that you might agree. 'Cause when I look at you, my heart runs to the first degree. Girl, you got my phone on. You know what he's doing to you. And when you hear this song, oh, that it finally moves you away from him and all the little things that didn't treat you like this. You got a blindfold on. Hey, hey, got a blindfold on. All your friends talking about you saying, honey, you gotta get over this. You're lost in the dark with a broken heart, just cold as it gets. Now I know you might miss his kiss. I can you miss something that simply shouldn't exist. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Here we go. Hey, hey. So that is blindfold. Donovan, you want to go and tell them what we got next?
Yeah, so next, like I was mentioning earlier, all the way virtually live from LA is our good friend Dylan Galvin, who's been around here with the Piranhas and solo stuff. Him and Josh actually play together a lot of live shows when Dylan's home. And Dylan is also cousins. This will make a lot of sense actually. He's cousins to our bandmate, lead guitarist Max Tucker. And when you see the guitar playing, it'll make a lot of sense because these two are in their own league of guitar playing. It's like virtuoso type stuff, and we're definitely missing our bandmates. Wish they could be here with us too, Cecil, Sammy, and Max. But we'll get together soon. Can't wait to all get together. But here is Dylan Galvin from LA, and again, pay attention to this guitar playing because him and Max are just amazing. The bloodline talent there.
You can tell.
Unbelievable.
You definitely can tell. It's awesome.
So Dylan, out in LA, I think it's that way is west, right?
Somewhere.
Yeah, that way is west.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Southern Maryland, it's Dylan Galvin. I'm going to be playing some music for you today. I really appreciate you being here and watching and listening to this series. Thank you so much for supporting Robbie and Donovan and Josh and me and everybody else in the series. We really, really appreciate it. The pandemic has really caused a huge, it's just like complete upheaval of the live music scene, and right now there is no live music scene, so it's a really challenging time for all of us. Not a lot of us, all of us, literally all of us. So it really makes a difference that you're taking your time and your focus and you're giving it to us, and we love that. And a special thank you to everyone who's been watching live streams and sending tips and Venmos and buying CDs and merch and stuff like that. You're keeping us alive through this time, so thank you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dylan Galvin. I grew up in Southern Maryland. I lived in the Tri-County area, all the three of the Tri-Counties, Charles, St. Mary's, Calvert, and now I live in Los Angeles. And it's very different out here. But I really miss home. I miss my friends. I miss my family. I hope I get to come back soon and see a lot of you and say hi, because there is no, like Dorothy was right, there's no place like home. It's so true. And sometimes you don't know the full extent of that until you're gone for a long time. But yeah, the Southern Maryland is the place that I will always consider home. So if you're there, hopefully I'll see you soon. I'm going to play 2 songs for you today. One of the songs is by Tom Petty. And in this song, I'm not going to give you the title, but in this song, he talks about, the chorus of the song is about him, as far as I understand, it's about him falling in love with somebody, and he's not sure what to do. He doesn't know how to act. He's like a deer in headlights because this is like a new experience for him, and I think it's about him falling in love with like an older woman, and about that interaction and how it's kind of like disorienting, and you don't know what's going to happen because you're up in the air and you might fall. And I thought that was kind of a nice metaphor that fits what's going on with the whole pandemic thing right now. No one knows what's going to happen. Are we going to be stuck in quarantine for another 5 months? Or is everything going to go back to like normal? Is it going to be like actually normal, or like normal compared to now? So, you know, we're in a very disorienting time. So I chose that song. And the other song that I chose is a song that doesn't have a name yet. It's an instrumental piece that I've written. And the point of the song is to basically give you a few minutes of like zen, where you just kind of tune out and the world doesn't matter, nothing matters, there's no lyrics, there's no nothing. It's just to kind of give you this feeling of relief and just make the world melt away. So that's the point of the song. And I would love to stay in touch with you. If you'd like, come over to my Facebook page and say hi, and let's stay in touch. And come over to my Instagram. It's Instagram/Dylan Galvin. And my Facebook is facebook.com/Dylan Galvin Music. And if you can't find that, either of them, just send me a Facebook friend request and we'll stay in touch that way. But thank you so much for supporting the local music scene, and I hope you enjoy. All right. I wanted to do something instrumental for you. because of the time that we're in and just the craziness of everything. I thought it'd be cool to share this this instrumental piece that I wrote to kind of give you like a moment of zen. So I hope that's okay. It's kind of different than what I usually do, but I think it'll help. So the song doesn't have a name, by the way, and if you like the song and you want to send me an idea of what you think the name would be based on what popped in your head while you listen to it, send me an email at dylangalvinmusic@gmail.com. It's Dylan like Dylan, Galvin like Calvin and Hobbes with a G, music@gmail. And I'm still collecting names for this song. I'm going to record it in the studio soon, and I'm going to pick one of your names. So this song is by Tom Petty, and he wrote this, I think it's about a time when he fell in love and he wasn't sure what to do really. It kind of disoriented him. And that's kind of like where we are at right now with this whole situation. Everyone's kind of had the rug pulled out from under their feet, and it's a very disorienting time. So I thought this was an appropriate song, and I think you'll like it. Started out down a dirty road. I started out all alone. The sun went down as I crossed the hill. It tumbled up. The world got still. Good old days may not return. The rocks might melt and the sea may burn. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Break your heart and steal your crown. So I started out, you know where. I guess I'll know when I get there. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Learning to fly around the clouds. What goes up must come down.
Dylan, that was awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from across the country, man. I know it's a distance, man. I hope you've been doing well out there. And we heard that you might have had the coronavirus, but you weren't too sure. So if you did have it, we're glad you're doing better, and we're glad you're still with us. So
Yeah, he was hard down there for a while. It was bad.
we saw some of your live feed videos, man. It was worrying us. So we're just glad you're doing good and doing better. So,
Yep.
thank you for joining us.
Yeah. So once again, we can't thank y'all enough for joining us for this virtual Friday night party by Donovan and
Robbie.
And again, we hope you will join us next Friday at 8 o'clock for a new episode. We have some more amazing Southern Maryland talent coming up for you. Thank you guys so much again for joining us. We truly, truly appreciate it. And we're glad we're able to interact with you in this way. So special thanks to the Leonardtown, Town of Leonardtown, the Commissioners of Leonardtown, the Leonardtown Business Association, and the St. Mary's Art Council. Thank you guys for the sponsorship, and thanks for allowing us to do this. We'll see you next week, next Friday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, let's take this thing away. You want to hit it off?
Sure.
You may know this song, but you also may not. Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to see my kin, singing songs about the Southland. It's not bad, man, once again, and I think the same. Yeah. What hurts the young, sing about it. Hurt on me, who put it down. Hold me young, will remember. Southern man don't need him around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. In Birmingham, fell in love with Galvin. Ooh, 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 now we all did what we do. What he gave does not bother me. Does your conscience bother you? Now tell the truth. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. I want to change it up a little bit. Here we go. It was 1989, my thoughts were short, my hair was long. Caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in southern Maryland. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. It's the simple things that like when and where. Didn't have no end in that, but man, I never will forget where the moonlight shines upon her hair. And we were trying different things, we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping a whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Sweet Home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Oh, yeah. Sweet home Alabama, oh yeah. Lord, I'm coming home to you. Time to take away. Thanks for tuning in for episode 2. Y'all tune in next week, Friday night, 8 o'clock for episode 3. We've got a whole bunch more to go.
See you then.